We are coming to you from the city beautiful Chicago, Illinois, where this afternoon WGN Sports presents White Sox baseball. It's Paul Konerko, Adam Dunn, Kevin Youkilis in the Sox as they get set to butt heads with John Farrell's Toronto Blue Jays. Hi, everybody, and welcome. I'm Ken Harrelson with Steve Stone as we get set to bring you the finale of this three-game set and this six-game homestand. As you know, the Sox have taken all five. We swept the Rangers, won the first two here against Toronto by scores of 4-2, and then yesterday 2-0. Gavin Floyd was just outstanding, two-run homer by Kevin Youkilis. So the Sox now 10 over at 47-37, 3 games in front of Cleveland. And this afternoon, Dylan Axelrod.
Dylan Axelrod's a guy that's not going to overpower you. And if you look at his stuff, he's not going to impress you all that much. All he can do is pitch. All he can do is keep his team in the game, and that's what he's done each and every time out. So it's kind of an emergency start because Chris Sale was given the day off. They pushed him back. They want to keep him healthy. Dylan going on short rest probably will go 4 or 5 today, and then it's going to go into the hands of the bullpen. So it should be an interesting one as we try to sweep this entire homestand. It's been great offense, great defense, timely hitting, and Kevin Youkilis has been absolutely on fire. On the other side of the field, Brett Cecil goes to the mound. He went down to the minor leagues to try to find what he was missing. He did find it. It's about an 88-mile-an-hour fastball, and it's usually from the waist up. That's why he's been as successful as he has been, and he's 2-1 this year, but the ERA is up there up close to 6. So we've got another left-hander on the mound. We had some problems before beating 3 of them in a row. Should be a good one today, and then it's the All-Star break, and then a long road trip, so let's get this one.
All right, sit back, relax, and strap it down. White Sox baseball coming your way. Chicago White Sox baseball is brought to you by the new Miller Lite Punch Top Can. It's Miller time. By the Illinois Lottery. Do you believe in the power of possibility? The Illinois Lottery, anything is possible. And by Ford. Proud sponsor of your Chicago White Sox and proud of our Chicago-built Ford Explorer. Check it out at your local Ford store or online at localfordstores.com.
Brought to you by Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Today's game is available in Spanish on your SAP audio setting provided by 97.5 FM ESPN Deportes, Chicago's first and only FM Spanish language sports radio station. What a beautiful day for baseball at U.S. Cellular Field at 74 degrees. And let's take a look at how John Farrell's going to line up his Blue Jays. Rajay Davis leads it off, and it's Rasmus Bautista who leads baseball in home runs with Encarnacion, Lynn, Escobar, Johnson, the venerable Omar Vizquel, and Jeff Matthysse behind the plate. The defense and how they'll line up behind Dylan Axelrod. Viciedo, Diaza, and Rios in the outfield with Euclid, Ramirez, Beckham, and Dunn in the infield. Tyler Flowers gets a nod behind the plate. And Dylan Axelrod on the hill. His record 0-1, the ERA .491. This is his 5th start. Chris Sale was taken down, pushed back, so Dylan Axelrod on somewhat short rest has to go to the mound. His last time out against the New York Yankees, threw the ball fairly well, kept his team in the game, and looking for his first win of the year. Hopefully today will be the day. The umpires for the game today: DJ Rayburn behind the plate, Jim Wolf is at first, Darrell Cousins is at second, and Ron Culpa is at third. There's a look at Robin, who's really enjoyed not only this homestand but the entire first half as we come in with a 3-game lead over Cleveland, who's winning their game 4-0 against Tampa Bay. So they've thrown the ball around the infield. We're ready to play baseball, and I'm ready to turn it over to my play-by-play partner, Ken Harrelson.
Hi, Steve. Thank you very much. And once again, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to White Sox baseball right here over WGN Sports. So happy you could join us for the finale of this 3-game set and this 6-game homestand. And we're waiting for Rajay Davis to make his appearance to lead off the ball game.
He's still figuring out if he should bunt or not. Tried bunting on Euclid once in this series. It was a perfect bunt and still got thrown out at first.
Didn't work very well, did it?
Nope. Did not fair work for him.
As we mentioned, the Sox took the opener 4-2. Jake Peavy was just outstanding. And yesterday, Gavin Floyd was outstanding. Gavin going 7 2/3, no runs, 4 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. And Sox won that ball game 2-0 on that long home run, well over the center field fence by Kevin Euclid.
Now they're trying to figure out where Rajay Davis is exactly.
Well, I hope they told him there was a game today.
Well, Bautista comes out, Farrell comes out, and finally, Rajay Davis does come out.
He just wanted to make an entrance, that's all.
It's a good entrance, especially on getaway day for both teams with the All-Star break looming.
So here we go. Hopefully Rajay is okay. Steps in. And our 26-year-old right-hander, Dylan Axelrod's first pitch of the ball game, is taken low and away. Davis comes in at 257, 4 homers and 23 knocked in. There's the strike. Corners in close. Outfield for the most part straight up, spread out about equidistant. Toronto comes in hitting at 254 as a club with a 4.41 ERA. They are 19 and 24 on the road, 23 and 19 at home. Two and two here at the ballpark. 330 down the left field line, 335 down the right field line, 375 in the gaps and 400 straight away center.
Dylan is hoping that DJ Rayburn gives him the corners because he's going to be working on the corners most of the afternoon.
They want to walk this guy. He's got 20 stolen bases. So he walks the wrong guy. And that'll bring up Colby Rasmus, hitting at 256, 16 homers and 50 knocked in. And Davis with a good lead, a big lead. Long set. And that pitch is fouled back. Dillon cannot afford to walk guys.
Especially with the power of this Toronto team. They don't have a high average hitting team, but they can hit the ball consistently out of the ballpark and actually lead us by 21 home runs.
Davis 20 for 26 in that category. And a beautiful day here in the city. Beautiful. 75 degrees at game. That ball hit hard. And Diaz cannot get it. That is a 2-run homer. As Davis almost gets passed up by Rasmus. Davis was just looking. So the leadoff walk causes some problems, and it's 2-0 Blue Jays.
17th home run for Rasmus, who hasn't hit the ball inside very well, but has shown that he can hit the ball away. Now Dillon wanted to go inside, but that ball drifted out over the plate. And Colby Rasmus takes it the opposite way.
So here's Bautista. Quick strike by the Blue Jays. And another thing that Dillon cannot do is fall behind in the count. And the count 3-1.
Three and 1 to baseball's most dangerous hitter at this point.
Well, he hit 43 of them last year, 54 the year before. And when you got to make 3-1 pitches like that, it's just a matter of time. Bautista 2 for 7 in the series. And he has faced Axelrod twice, and he's 0 for 2. This is not going to work.
Now, the pushing up a day as far as the start is concerned was necessitated by the fact that they didn't want Chris Sale to go on this day, his normal day of rest, but they wanted to save him some innings and a start.
And here's Encarnacion hitting at .296, 22 homers and 56 knocked in.
One or so more pitches out of the zone, and Don Cooper's probably going to make a trip to the mound.
And that ball hit hard. It is 4-0. So the base on balls. Both of them cross home plate.
23rd home run. He's driven in 58. And Encarnacion, whose career high is 26 home runs with the Cincinnati Reds, gets all this one to straightaway center.
Dillon just does not have the kind of stuff he can pitch from behind in the count and walk guys.
Or use the middle of the plate for that matter.
He's got to work corner out, corner in. Adam Lynn takes ball one. Then at 205, 7 homers and 19 knocked in. And the count 2-0. A walk, a 2-run homer. Another walk, another 2-run homer. If you're just tuning in. Two and two. And 2 for 7 in the series with a homer. And a full count. More pitches they see, the more dangerous they become.
This is a 23rd pitch, and nobody is out here in the first inning.
Change up. So here's Yunel Escobar. 29-year-old shortstop hitting at 255, 5 homers and 32 driven in. He wanted that pitch. Should have got it and didn't. One and two. Finally gets ahead of somebody. He gone. 2 down.
When you get ahead, you're going to swing at pitches like that because you're in protection mode. Here's another hitter in Kelly Johnson where you don't want to fall behind because he's got some power.
Kelly hitting at 246, 9 homers and 35 driven in. In 2010, Kelly hit 26 home runs with the D-backs. But the 2 walks got him in a lot of problems. A walk, a homer, a walk, another homer, and they lead it 4-0.
Our Sox today, it's going to be De Aza leading off, then Euclid, Dunn, Konerko, Rios, Ramirez, Viciedo, Flowers, and Beckham rounded out. The defense, Jan Brett Cecil, Davis, Rasmus, and Bautista with Vizquel, Escobar, Johnson, and Encarnacion. Jeff Matthysse behind the plate, and Brett Cecil on the hill. He's 2-1 this year. The ERA is up there, but a couple of years ago, 2010, he went 15-7.
And before we show you our picks to click, you at home select yours as Alejandro sees the first pitch for a strike. Diaz hitting at 284, 5 homers, 32 knocked in. He's looking for his first hit in this series. He's 0 for 8. And the count 0-2.
Cecil certainly is not going to dazzle you with his speed. He's going to top out 88. Maybe he can touch 89.
Cecil, 26 years old, 6'1". Look at him listed at 250 out of Dunkirk, Maryland. That ball hit hard into left center field. Rajay Davis is not going to get that one. Short hops Nellie Fox. So the leadoff double. 16th two-bagger.
Cecil tried to get him with a couple of curveballs. Couldn't. Then tried to throw one by him. His fastball at 89. You can't throw 89 in the zone and get away with it. And playing shallow because nobody believes that Diaz has as much power as he does have. Runs it into a 2-base hit.
So here's Euclid. Hitting at 251, 7 homers, 27 driven in, but in a White Sox uniform. Euclid hitting at 311 with 3 homers and 13 driven in just 12 games.
He's been impressive with the lumber and the leather both.
And it's not what he hit, it was when he hit it. And if you missed yesterday's game, poof.
Here's the sum total of the offense, folks. That's all that Gavin Floyd needed. He would have wanted a little more, but he didn't get it.
Gavin was just awesome yesterday. He's throwing some splitters, some change-ups. There's a strike in the count, 2-1.
And Matt Thornton came on, and because Addison Reed had been used so much, because obviously this team is playing so well, you have a tendency to use your closer a lot. They closed with Thornton. He did a terrific job.
It's good to see Gavin throwing something going down other than a curveball.
Very much so. And he had very good command yesterday. He wasn't his usual self as far as the big strikeout numbers are concerned, but that limited his pitches, got him into the 8th inning. And he looked pretty much in control from start to finish.
Plus, he was getting it and throwing it.
That made a big difference. Getting his rhythm and not taking anywhere from 25 to 30 seconds between pitches.
And there's ball 4, so the first 2 men aboard.
They're not going to be able to shift near as radically with runners at first and second. So that's much the advantage of Adam if he can make some contact.
So here's Adam hitting at 211, but 25 homers and 60 knocked in. Modified shift for him. 0-2 in the big hole. That pitch hangs inside. Canerco on deck. Rios in the hole. And that's chop foul. Just joining us, 4-0 Blue Jays. 4 runs on 2 hits. Both hits, home runs, coming after a walk. So 1 out.
Cecil goes to the hard breaking ball. This one a slider low and away. And he gets at him.
So here's Paulie at .333, 14 homers and 42 knocked in.
Most likely we won't see it played on a base hit, but this is a pretty good throwing outfield all the way around.
Watch out.
Good play, Kelly Johnson. That one put on before the pitch. And Matthysse, like Aaron Sebia, from his knees, almost got him at second. Matthysse is real quick and loves to throw to first base, so you can't take a big secondary lead if you're Kevin Youkilis, because they'll go behind you at first also.
High pop up. Infield fly rule is called. 2 down. So with 2 out, let's check out our BMW picks to click. Jim Angio, our director and crew, went with Tank. Steve's gone with Beckler. And we're going to go Jim, Kathy, Jim Jr., and Jeff Canatero and I with Alex Rios who's at the plate right now. And for a limited time, get incredible lease deals on the 2012 BMW 3 Series. Visit ChicagolandBMW.com. That's high and away, ball 1.
Alex standing up a little straighter these days than he did all of last year, and making the most of it by using the whole field. He's just hit the ball everywhere, and it certainly paid off for him.
There's the changeup.
He had his hitting streak snapped yesterday.
And 2-1.
Last 35 games, Alex has been absolutely on fire. 21 RBIs, 28 runs.
And the count 3-1.
Now Matthysse wants to go out and have a word with Cecil. Cecil a former first-round draft pick in the supplemental round. So they thought a whole lot of him back in 2007 when he got to the organization. Looked like everything was going real well for him, and then he ran into last year. He was just 4-11.
Full count. Two out, the payoff pitch. And that is foul.
Omar looked at Rios after 2 foul balls down the line, and he straddled the line, looked like he was going to set up there. But you can't set up in foul territory if you're not the catcher.
The ball hit deep. Way back. Davis looks up. You can put it on the board. Yes. Yes. From 4-0, it is now 4-3. Mercy.
12 home runs, 48 driven in as Alex Rios continues his red-hot hitting. Cecil fell behind, got himself in trouble, and looked like he threw a rolling breaking ball that went rolling out of the ballpark.
So here's Alexei.
Watch it again. As you can see, that looked like a slider. It didn't break sharply. And Alex knows it's gone when it left the bat.
That was a get me over breaking ball. And that's popped up right side. But the Sox come right back after trailing 4-0, top of the first. We'll go to the second, trailing now 4-3. Yes. Big 3-run homer by Alex Rios. So far, the Blue Jays, Omar Vizquel, 45-year-old veteran, will lead it off. Corners in close, Yuko on the grass. And there's first pitch strike. And of course, with that home run by Rios, the Alex Nelius family will donate $100 to White Sox charities for every Sox homer hit throughout the course of the season. And that is number 103, so $10,300 donated by Alex Nelius in loving memory of Ursula. Back up the middle and into center field. That'll bring up the catcher Jeff Matthysse, hitting at .235, 4 homers and 7 knocked in.
You may remember Matthysse from the Los Angeles Angels. Caught there for a while. Excellent defensive catcher. Usually has a few problems with the bat, although he is strong and can hit the ball out of the park.
Not on that one. Last year with the Angels, hit 174, 3 homers, and knocked in 22. Nice block by Tyler. 1-1 to count.
Matthysse was the defensive catcher, and Mike Napoli was the offensive catcher when they went in a semi-platoon system with the Angels.
Got a good pitch hit right there and couldn't pull the trigger. 1-2. There goes the runner.
No chance at all, as that one was stolen on Dillon. He just completely forgot about Vizquel, thinking perhaps he was either too old or wasn't going to run. Omar swipes his second bag of the year. He realizes that Axelrod is not looking at him, so he steals it easily.
So Dillon off to a rough start. He gone. 1 out. That ball by Omar wasn't hit that hard either. Little chopper.
Little cutter in a perfect spot. Now he has to deal with the top of the order again. And it was walking 2 of the first 3 that cost him the runs, obviously, along with the home runs last inning.
Here is Davis. He walked.
And that got him. Now the question is, did he try to bunt the ball? And he hasn't pointed to first base yet.
Well, Rajay having a tough go of it, late to the party. Then sticking his hand in front of a pitch.
And they're going to say that just bad technique.
Well, that's one way to put it.
That's exactly what it was. It was a good idea and bad technique. Look at his fingers wrapped around the bat. That's going to cost you. He's lucky he doesn't come away with a broken hand.
Ask Aaron Rowan about that. He wrapped his fingers around the bat on an attempted bunt, hit him on the finger, and popped it like a balloon.
Yes, it is truly amazing how many people don't have the good technique on a bunt and wind up same thing happening.
1-1 pitch. Oh, he hung one. Stay in here. It will. Tank is there. And Rajay Davis really hided himself, as he should be.
Well, Dylan got away with one that you don't normally get away with. Fortunately, it was to Davis. Xfinity Pitch Tracks will show you one sitting there on a tee. Unfortunately, Davis just getting under it and just missing it.
We better get our hitting shoes on today. Well, we've done pretty good through one so far.
It's going to be an outscore him kind of day.
So here's Rasmus, that 2-run homer. You get the ball from the middle out on this young man and you're in trouble. You get the ball from the middle in, he's in trouble. And that's down into the corner. One hop, ground rule double. So Vizquel, the stolen base now, will score, and it's a 5-3 game. Another good pitch to hit.
Tyler Flowers wants it inside, and you can see where it winds up. It winds up outer portion of the plate. That's exactly when you stand on the plate. You don't mind it there at all. Third run batted in of the day for Rasmus. He's had a terrific first half.
So here's Bautista. He walked and he scored last inning.
And there is such a thing as wild in the strike zone, and that's what Dylan is, unfortunately, today. Tyler Flowers wanted that ball inside where you should to Rasmus and set up in there. The ball drifted back on the outer portion of the plate. It cost him a 2-base hit and a run.
There was a good pitch for Bautista. Couldn't pull the trigger, and the count 0-2. Blocked nicely by Tyler.
Umpires in the stands wanted it, but that ball was off the plate.
Two pitch. This next pitch will be number 49 in an inning and 2/3. He gone. He doesn't like it. Meanwhile, they come up with another run and they lead it 5-3.
TV.com and join the WGN Sports Game Zone, where you can find out up-to-the-minute stats and important game information. The Game Zone is sponsored by Safe Auto. You can call 1-800-SAFE-AUTO now for a free quote with reduced rates up to 35%. Drive safe, spend less.
Bottom of the second inning, it's a 5-3 Toronto lead. The lower third of our order. Matthysse, Flowers, and Beckham. Takes first pitch strike. Tank hitting at 251, 14 homers and 38 knocked in.
Cecil's second best pitch is his straight change, but he hasn't really got a feel for it yet.
That's in the hole. That's going to be a base hit.
That was a straight change and didn't work very well for him. Matthysse stays back long enough. This one at 81 miles an hour, drives it through the left side. And a promising start to the second inning, as Cecil has struggled along with Axelrod.
Tyler hitting at 172, a couple of homers and a couple of doubles. Souvenir right side. And you can watch the game in luxury from behind home plate in the Gold Coast Tickets Club right here at US Cellular Field. Gold Coast Tickets, you've got a guy, good folks, Chef Sherian, Max Wasteman. Good people. This is going to be a pair. Rack them up. 2 down. Here is Beckham. Gordon at 241, 9 homers and 37 driven in.
That double play saved the pitch count for Cecil to this point anyway. He's going to throw you a lot of high fastballs. And they're going to appear to be faster than they really are.
Got him. So the leadoff infield single goes for naught, and we'll go to the third. 5-3 Toronto lead. One win the count. Encarnacion. That 2-run homer over the center field fence.
This team was a lot less dangerous when Encarnacion was hurt earlier in the season. That's how we saw him the first time.
And a 3-1 count.
He was involved in a deal that sent Scott Rowland to Cincinnati. Good deal for both clubs.
Getting the over-breaking ball hit hard, but fortunately foul. Payoff pitch. And that ball into deep left center field. Diaza. Right in front of Aparicio. 1 out.
Not much room to spare, and you can tell how strong Encarnacion is because this was kind of an off-balance swing. He caught it toward the end of the bat and it almost hit it out of the ballpark. That's one of the things you got to watch. If you're observant as a pitcher, you watch where they're hitting the ball on the bat. If you get them out and they're hitting it on the sweet spot, you have to make an adjustment. If they're not hitting it on the sweet spot, even if they're getting some base hits, you're probably doing okay.
Want to know the count to Adam Lynn, who grounded out softly to Beckham. Right off the end of the bat. So 2 down, and that'll bring up Escobar, who struck out his first trip.
Be nice to limit the pitches this inning for Dillon.
And a reminder that Hooters is the official road game restaurant of our White Sox. Come into any Chicagoland area Hooters when the Sox are on the road to catch the games on their flat screen HD TVs and enjoy great Miller beer features. Hooters, the original wing joint. And a big White Sox congratulations to Bruno Bertucci on the birth of his grandson, Rosario Bruno. Beautiful name, Rosario Bruno. Also a happy birthday to Liliana Kavanaugh, granddaughter of Bobby Bertucci. So a lot of congrats going around for the Bertucci boys. Bobby, Bruno, Anthony, and of course Giggs.
That was a nice high tight fastball, which usually sets up a good low slider away. One of the pitches that Escobar has all kinds of problems with, even when he's not knocked down.
There's a little shank in the right field, and that's going to fall. Fair ball, but Alex got there quickly, so just a little duck snort single.
Again, Wild in the strike zone. Tyler Flowers wanted that ball inside. Axelrod got it out over the plate, cost him a base hit. Fortunately, Escobar doesn't run real well, so you don't worry too much about the stolen base.
Kelly Johnson. Well, that 1-2 high neck inner. He's got to do a little bit more of that.
Well, if he does it, he'll protect the outside corner because that's where he has to live more times than not. That and going inside off the plate.
Another nice block by Tyler.
Tampa Bay has come back against the Indians, although they still trail by a run in the bottom of the 6th inning. Game 5-4 in Cleveland.
Breaking ball strike. 1-1. Detroit leading Kansas City 6-1. That's in the top of the 7th at Comerica Park. If you're just joining us here, Blue Jays scored 4 runs in the top of the 1st. Then we got 3 of them back on a 3-run homer by Alex Rios. Big hack. And the count 1-2.
We've picked a very good time to win 5 in a row because Detroit is on a 4-game winning streak. So they've actually lost the game in the standings and find themselves 4.5 games back entering play today.
Well, Robin has got his ball club in the frame of mind. They don't care what Cleveland does or what Detroit does.
Well, at this point with the lead, they have to catch our ball club. We don't have that many games left with Cleveland. I think we have 6. But we do have a few games left with Detroit and lots of games with Kansas City, and that's how it matched up coming into play today. Is our ball club 10 games over 500.
That's high and deep into right center field. Stay in here. It won't. Another 2-run homer. And we got a bullpen with 4 days coming up, 4 off days.
Yeah, it seems a nice time to get him up. 10th home run. We told you about the power of Johnson last time he was up. The fact that you just can't make a mistake to him. He's driven in 38 now. That's the 3rd home run for a team that came in with 123 of them. They now have 126 of them. Low breaking ball. Left-handers kind of like that when they're out over the plate, and it's gone.
Vizquel singled and scored last inning. So 3 2-run homers here. And we're just in the top of the 3rd inning. No activity down in that pen. 7-3 Blue Jays. As he gets him, meanwhile some damage is done and we trail by 4. We're down by 4 again. 7-6-0 for them. 3-3-0 for us. As here is Diaza. He doubled and scored back in the first inning. 3 2-run homers thus far for the Blue Jays. Two and 0.
Ryan Omagrosso is sitting up in the bullpen.
And the count 3-0.
We've seen it to be a very lively day. A couple of walks. And the long ball, and we're right back in this one.
Outfield is short. Cole B. Rasmus plays very short center field. Bautista for out number 1. And here's you. Buke walked and scored. And we mentioned the 3 homers, 13 RBIs by Youkilis. Sox uniform, and when he has driven in a run, we are 7-1 since his arrival over here.
And 9-3 overall, so the team is playing .750 baseball with Youkilis in the lineup.
Get out of here. Time to come back, it does. So 2 down. They set up the shift. Vizquel, the third baseman, is going out there in the normal second baseman's position. Adam struck out. And out and around that one. One to count to Biggin. Two and 1 with Konerko on deck. Three and 1. Don't help him out. It's full. Foul back, and that's going to be a souvenir right below us. So a redo. And there's ball 4. Second walk issue. by Cecil. And here's Paulie, who popped up to Kelly Johnson. And he takes ball one.
In the advance to Paulie so far, Cecil's been trying to keep everything away from him.
Two and 0 with Rios on deck.
Those are two way away from him.
Three and 0. And now Matthysse.
Whenever you're throwing the ball high and away, or you're a left-hand pitcher to a right-hand hitter, just means that you're opening up too soon, and your body can't catch up. And because of that, you're going to leave the ball high and away to the right-handers. So to stay closed, what a lot of times they tell pitchers is try to hit your chin with your opposite shoulder. In the case of a left-hander, would be the right shoulder. Impossible to do, but you stay closed that way.
And that's ball four. And here comes Alex. And here's what he did in the first inning with a couple on.
And a 3-2 slider. And took it out. Bruce Walton comes to the mound. He wants a word with Cecil, try to settle him down before he faces Rios again. Bryce Harper was named to the All-Star game. You happy about that?
Yes, I am. He's the youngest position player ever.
Amazing,
19. Huh? But you know, I'm really interested in this thing. I'm going to be watching that thing. In fact, Eris and I are going to have a little All-Star game party on Tuesday night. Have the family over. Watch our guys, Chris Sale, Adam Dunn, and of course Paulie. See what they can do. So here is Alex. That's a gift right there. A stone gift. 0-1 to count. Gift to Brett Cecil. Man. Another gift.
Well, Alex can't really go after these. Last one's closer than the first one, but they're both out of the zone.
In a situation like this, all of a sudden you're trailing by 4, you got 2 men on, and you're 0-2 without having a strike thrown. That's the result of it right there. That's, now Alex is going to say something to him, and you should. They'll go to the 4th trailing by 4. That's pretty.
the inning. First one, strike one, was well out of the zone. Next one, debatable, but still out of the zone. And it forced Alex to go after the third one, which was even further out of the zone.
Well, that's what you call having an umpire take the bat right out of your hands.
The Anything's Possible replay is brought to you by the Illinois Lottery, who each day make anything possible. So we've got a new pitcher out on the mound. It's Brian Omogrosso. He takes over for Dylan Axelrod, who went 3 innings, gave up the 7 runs on 6 hits, walked 1, fanned 4. It's not a good day for Dylan.
No, he just didn't have it today. Didn't have his control. Made some bad pitches, walked some guys, and it just got burned. 3 2-run homers. 1-0 the count to Matthysse. Yeah, when an umpire does that with nobody on, it's bad enough. But when you get a couple of guys on and you're down by 4, all of a sudden he takes the bat right out of your hands. That's just brutal.
Yeah, the first pitch really set the tone, because if that's called, then you know you have to go after pitches that are out in that area.
Two and 1. Seven, 6-0 for them. 3-3-0 for us. Still got a long time to go in this one, though. And that's deep, and it's an 8-3 ball game.
Well, he threw 2 very good sliders that were both away to Matthysse in a good spot. That time he threw one that wasn't away, and it went far away. 4th home run of the day for these Blue Jays. Got their hitting shoes on today. 5th home run of the year for Matthysse. He's now driven in 8.
Well, one thing about it, Steve, as you well know, there are a lot of teams going to be hitting those pitches out of the ballpark. Not just Toronto.
Hanging slider right over the middle after 2 good ones. Cost you a run.
Give any club in the American League the pitches they've had to hit today, and they're going to kill them too. Davis has walked, scored. That was in the first inning. And gone out to left. 2-2. He gone. 1 out. And a reminder, you can stop by Bacardi at the Park at U.S. Cellular Field at the Gate 5 Plaza. Bacardi at the Park offers a full menu from Gibson's Restaurant Group and opens at 11 a.m. before all home games. It's a great place to hang out and watch the action on over 70 HD TVs.
It's a beautiful facility. You can take advantage of some great food. And you can't beat proximity to the ballpark.
Curveball strike to Rasmus, who has a 2-run homer and an RBI double.
Axelrod tried to get it inside on Rasmus, couldn't get it there, and it cost him 2 very hard hit balls.
Two down. Bautista has walked and scored. and struck out. Eight runs on just 7 hits.
Got to look at a young man who brought a very big glove with him, just in case. See, you can stop the sun from burning you with that glove. But he's ready for a line drive, I believe.
Payoff pitch. And that'll bring up Encarnacion.
He's hit the ball very hard twice.
Once over that center field fence. The next one taking Diaz back up against the left center field fence. First pitch strike. Yeah, but that's going to be a fun time watching that All-Star game.
There's going to be a lot of youngsters in there. 5 rookies. Hugh Darvish, Mike Trout, Bryce Harper, we talked about, Ryan Cook, and Wade Miley. Ooh, hopefully everybody's okay, as that bat went flying right over the White Sox dugout.
Two out. 1 on, 1 in. And the 0-2 pitch.
Encarnacion, one of those guys that really loves high fastballs. He didn't quite catch up to that one, but it was well up and out of the zone.
Just did get a piece of that breaking ball. Big gap out there in right center. Softly hit, caught. But they get one on Jeff Matthysse. Home run, his 5th of the year, and it is 8-3 bad guys. And the White Sox pick 7 and pick 14 let you build a ticket plan around the games you want to attend, and plans start at just $61. So call 312-674-1000 or whitesox.com. We trail by 5 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Alexei, Viciedo, and Flowers. And that's popped up. Johnson. 1 out. Steve. We both played in the All-Star game, and that's quite an honor. It's quite a thing. And you just mentioned some of the young guys that are going to be there. Boy, just think how they feel about it.
Well, wow. You know, it's just absolutely thrilling. And now, because of the great events they have, the home run hitting contest has become a really big deal, which was something completely different than when you and I were there. And just the events that they have centered around this 3-day showcase of baseball, it's tremendously exciting.
Tank goes to the opposite field, and that's going to be good for at least a double.
And he gets trapped under the wall, I believe. Matthysse throws up his hands. Now, if he goes and tries to dig it out, I think it's a live ball. But getting trapped under the wall, and that's exactly what happened. Got trapped under the wall. He threw up his hands right away. And Robin's going to come out now and ask about the ground rules exactly.
Well, the umpires can use their discretion.
I've always felt that usually what happens is if it gets trapped under the pad, even if it's visible, and you go to get it, the ball is live. If you don't go to get it, they can call it a double.
Well, the ground rules are going to supersede anything, though, as far as discretion goes. Now, if that happens to be a ground rule here, then it's going to supersede umpire's discretion. It's like at Wrigley in the Ivy.
Yeah, the Ivy, if you go searching around in there, then the ball is live. You just throw up your hands, it's 2 bases. And with Matthysse going to chase it down, goes underneath the padding. And
so he makes the right play.
Yep, absolutely. You throw up your hands, because if you reach around in there, good chance you don't come up with it. And there's a very good chance Viciedo winds up at third.
So the double, that's the 8th 2-bagger for Tank. And here's Tyler Hood into a 6-4-3 double play. Can't get that changeup.
His changeup acts almost like a screwball, because it just dies away from the right-hand hitters. So the only real way you're going to get it is to reach out and take it to the opposite field. Jim Wolf called it a strike. Tyler Flowers not particularly happy with that call. Might have gone around a little too far. Good call by Jim Wolf.
The 0-2. The changeup.
A lot of room on the right side if Tyler can go that way. And Encarnacion well off the line. You see Johnson playing pretty much up the middle.
Well, the best way for a right-handed hitter to deal with the left-hander's changeup is you got to figure out a way to get some hang time. And one way you can do that is if you try to knock him off the mound. Anytime you see something off speed, you try to knock him right off the mound with it. Two down.
High fastball. That's the one pitch that might return Cecil to the form that he had in 2010 when he won 15 games.
Here's Gordon. He saw 3 fastballs his first at bat in the second inning and struck out. He has given him a wide plate.
Well, the plate is 17 inches wide.
Not for Trahan.
And he's getting
Rayburn, I should say.
He's getting 3-4 inches off the outside corner.
I don't blame him staying out there. He's going to give it to you. That's bad.
It's a changeup. And Gordon has to go after it, knowing the pitch before was called strike. And another one in the same spot. So he's living exactly where those fabled Atlanta Braves pitchers used to live. Tom Glavine, John Smoltz, Greg Matthysse. They lived 3-4 inches off the outside corner consistently. And if you didn't swing at it, it was called a strike.
Well, they just played umpires like a fiddle.
They also taught their catcher to line up so that he was off the plate. He had just the edge of the catcher's glove on the outside corner, which gave him a good 3 inches off the corner if he hit the glove.
Boys, you got a wide plate you got to deal with DJ Rayburn. Curry Motors Chevrolet for their support of the Forest Park Little League. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana dealers are supporting over 30,000 young ball players in their communities through the Chevy Youth Baseball Program by providing leagues with equipment kits, instructional clinics, and financial support. From the big leagues to the youth league, Chevy is truly the official vehicle of baseball. Top of the 5th inning, 8-3 Blue Jays.
A lot of youngsters at the park today, and why not? It's 75 degrees. Heat, which finally broke yesterday, has made the last couple of days just absolutely perfect baseball weather.
Man is grounded to second and back to the pitcher. Just tuning in, Blue Jays 4 in the first, 2 2-run homers after base on balls. 1 in the second, another 2-run homer in the third, 1 in the fourth. We had a 3-run homer from Rios in the bottom of the first.
The 5th inning is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, member FDIC.
That's popped up into short left center. Tank is there. And the Tigers, well, they've established a new American League record for collective strikeouts before the All-Star break. 711. The 2001 Yankees, that's when they had Musino, Clemens, Pettit, held the old mark of 710.
Well, they're doing a pretty good job today, leading Kansas City 7-1, top of the 9th inning. So Detroit starting to heat it up. They will have won their 5th in a row, 8th of their last 11.
Escobar, souvenir right side. One and two the count. Ate him up. Rios taking charge.
The reason why Bryce Harper's playing the All-Star game is Miami's Giancarlo Stanton rushed into the wall on a fly ball, hit his knee. He's going to be gone for knee surgery from 4 to 6 weeks. He is a prolific slugger and one of the bright young stars in this game, and what a strong man he is.
I think it's great that so many youngsters are going to the All-Star game. We're very, very fortunate. We've got so many outstanding young talents coming into baseball.
In both leagues and at all different positions.
Johnson had one of those 3 2-run homers coming back in the 3rd inning. Full count.
That's a good spot for the fastball. You throw. Who's got an uppercut swing and not going to be able to deal with it.
So here's Vizquel. Gordon's got him. And that'll retire the side. We're halfway home in bad shape.
Bank member FDIC.
Top of the order here in the bottom of the fifth. 8-3 Blue Jays. Piazza, Youkilis, and Dunn to face Brett Cecil. Alejandro has doubled and scored, and he's gone out to right field. Start us off right here, Alejandro. Let's get some runs, buddy. Outfield playing short. That got him.
Just grazed the uniform, so if you're going to get hit, that's probably the best place to do it. That will not leave a mark.
So here's Uke. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored.
Fifth time Alejandro has been hit this year.
Breaking ball. Our guys don't know what it's going to be called a strike. They do know one thing. If Matthysse catches it, there's a good chance it's going to be called a strike. a base hit. Just muscles it out there. So Alejandro now is going to make the turn going to third. So runners at the corners, nobody out.
Well, Rasmus thought about going to third base, thought maybe he had a shot at him, but he realized if he did that, Euclid's, being a smart base runner, is going to go into second. You got a 5-run lead. You might as well keep the double play in order with nobody out. Heads up base running by Diaz because he figures that throw is not going to be forthcoming. It wasn't. And he just turned it on, leaving runners at the corners and nobody out.
Here's Adam, a strikeout and a walk.
If you're Adam, look for that first ball, fastball that you see in this sequence and air it out, because he's seen a lot of off-speed pitches.
Ground ball, they're going to get the man at second. But Piazza scores, and it's an 8-4 ball game with Paulie coming to the plate.
RBI number 61 for Adam, who realized that if he can beat the return throw, it is a run batted in.
So Paulie has popped to second, and he has walked. Takes ball one.
Bullpen up and going for the Blue Jays.
To another count. Zach Greinke has started for the second straight day.
Well, he got thrown out after 1 out. In 4 pitches and 1 out. Didn't like to play at first, threw the ball down. Now, the thing was, did in fact he throw it down because he was mad at himself because he was late covering? And that was the argument that Ron Renicky had. He said he was mad at himself because he did get a late start over there. And if you saw the replay, that's exactly what happened. Of course, it wasn't the way it was interpreted. And he was given the heave-ho, the early heave-ho.
Well, they only went 3 innings today. He had 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Houston leading that game 3-2, top of the 7th inning, down at the juice box.
Well, he's got a real good pitch to hit here. On a very lively day at the ballpark, Dave had seen the Blue Jays hit 4 home runs. We've got 1 of them.
And that's going foul. Well, he still doesn't know if that bat is cracked or not. Paulie uses a very light bat. Payoff pitch. And that's out of play. 31.5 ounces.
Will he keep the same weight of the bat the entire season, or as the at-bats pile up, will they actually go down to 31? Or does it really matter that much?
Well, it matters. It's just according, guys usually have different weights in the bats. according to how they feel. Out and around that one. Booted by Omar Vizquel. That'll be the first error of the season. And here comes Rios.
Omar comes in, and his foot slip. Looked like his right foot slip, taking him out of a good fielding position. And this is 33rd game. His first error. Long ball here would make things really interesting.
He's got one already, a 3-run homer in the first inning. Then that strikeout and he had in the third, he had no chance.
Three-two pitch, and he gets a soft slider that doesn't do much. His 12th home run of the year. He's driven in 48. What a first half it's been for Alex Rios in every department you care to mention.
He's been terrific. That ball hit hard. Rasmus is not going to be able to make it. It bounces. One hops. So now they're going to hold Paulie at third. And it's an 8-5 ball game. And here comes Alexei.
And here comes John Farrell. He's less interested in getting a win for Cecil as he isn't just getting a win. And Brett Cecil has given up some rockets. This ball is crushed. It's a fastball right down the middle. 4th run batted in for Rios. 49th of the year. So Cecil will take a long, slow walk out. And we'll be back after these messages. Appearance in this series. He's 0-1, ERA 7.32, on for the 7th time. 2 of them have been starts. He inherits base runners at 2nd and 3rd with just a 3-run lead.
Alexei is 0 for 2 twice. He has popped up to Kelly Johnson at 2nd. And that's trouble. That's down into the corner. That's going to score a pair. Now he's digging for 3rd. The throw safe. It's an 8-7 ball game. Yes.
First pitch, and Chavez greeted rather rudely. 44 runs driven in for Ramirez on that ringing triple into the corner. It's a first ball fastball. It's on the outer portion of the plate. And the inning rolls along as both of those runs charged to Cecil, so you can close the book on him. He's charged with 7 runs on 6 hits.
And here's Tank. He's 2 for 2. Infield in. And that is going foul. Dadgummit. 8-7-1. A big one for them. 7-7-0 for us. Checks it up on that breaking pitch.
Good situation to hit in with all 4 infielders in close.
And the count 2-1.
And the bullpen for the Blue Jays getting ready in a hurry again.
Two balls, 2 strikes, with Alexei just 90 feet away from tying this thing up.
Luis Perez getting ready. He was throwing yesterday. Then Darren Oliver came in to pitch the 8th inning.
Two down. Big strikeout.
This ball out of the zone, and that's where they're going a lot these days on Tank. Throwing it in off the plate.
So here's Tyler. Tyler 0 for 2.
Chavez does not have a wild pitch this year.
One and one to count. Two out and a 1-2 pitch. But we come up with a crooked number, a 4 spot. We'll go to the 6 now. It's a 1-run ball game. Toronto on top. If you're just joining us, they scored 4 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth. We scored 3 in the first and 4 in the fifth. So here's Matthysse. He's 1 for 2, a homer. They have 4 home runs today. 3 2-run shots. And that's popped up. Adams got the play. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Adam, knowing he has just enough room, gets to the railing, and 1 pitch, 1 out. Always a good thing. Still have to watch the bunt from Davis.
He's 0 for 2. He's walked and scored. That was leading off the ball game. Fouls that back, and the stars align for the 2012 Major League Baseball All-Star Game as the best of our league takes on the best from their league. Don't miss the action Tuesday. This coming Tuesday. Two and 1 to count. No walks. Come on, Brian. Walks the wrong man. Got 20 stolen bases, and here comes Robin. He wants the left-hander. Colby Rasmus will be the hitter. Brian Almagrosso will depart, and we'll be back.
Doesn't have a record, doesn't have an ERA, on for the 4th time. 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 3 in the 3rd innings. He inherits a pretty good base runner. Rajay Davis at first. And the way that Rasmus has been swinging the bat, Robin wanted a left-hander to face him. So on comes Septimo.
That 2-run homer he hit in the first. RBI double in the second. He went out to left field in the fourth. So Rasmus 2 for 3. 17 homers now and 53 driven in. So good speed aboard with 1 out. Tampa Bay has just scored 3 runs in the top of the 9th to take a 7-6 lead on Cleveland. Chris Perez, as he fakes the bunt, takes the ball.
Chris Perez hasn't failed too often. And for the moment, Tampa Bay will have the lead heading into the bottom of the 9th. The question is just how many they will have.
Nice block. Come on, Layson. You gotta throw some strikes, buddy.
It's one thing about some of the youngsters, they all have great arms. There's no doubt about that. At times it is getting the ball over the plate that's been problematic. Omagrosso walked 3 in his 2 1/3 innings, gave up just 1 hit. It was the home run to Matthysse. He's charged with Davis. We'll see if Septimo can get out of this one.
2-0 pitch. There goes Davis. Picks up stolen base number 21.
That one was going on first move, and Septimo didn't read it well. He got a tremendous jump and no chance at all for Tyler Flowers. Not a big lead, but you can see a running start. He had 3 steps before Septimo delivered the ball.
There he goes to third.
Same thing again. He didn't look at him. And he had another 3 steps before Septimo delivered the ball. Well, those 2 stolen bases really hurt. Once he looked back, that was it. Davis, who is a good base stealer, figures he wasn't going to look back a second time. And he took off.
Infield in. And the 2-2 pitch. Well, Davis has yet to get a hit in this series. He's 0 for 9. You can't walk him. It's just that simple. Ball gets away, and he's going to score, and now it is a 9-7 ball game. So wildness kills all the momentum we have. Wow. And here comes Robinson.
3-2 pitch. Bounces off Tyler Flowers. The run scores. It's a second consecutive walk, but the first charge to Septimo. That's going to be the only man he's going to look at. And so that's it for Layson, who did not have a good hitter. So we'll step out and be back after these messages. 284 on for the 33rd time. He is a rookie, but he's been here all year, so he's had plenty of experience. He inherits a base runner and a good one at first base. And Colby Rasmus, who most likely will be looking for anything, maybe to steal a bag.
Matthysse 0 for 1 with a couple of walks. One official at bat was a strikeout. 9-7, Blue Jays on top here in the top of the 6th inning. That one at 97. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. Just a short lead by Rasmus. And that is fouled out of play right side. And now Nate on top 1-2 with a dangerous Bautista. Just got a piece of that one.
Tried to gun that one by him at 100 miles an hour. But Bautista was able to stay alive.
Chops that one foul. As we talk about, guys don't care if he's throw 100. But don't tell him he's got a great changeup.
Mark Parent went through his set of signs to Tyler Flowers.
That one at 99. That's a fair ball, says third base umpire Ron Culpa.
And it's going to be a double, as I think one of the security guards reached out and touched it. He thought it was foul.
And they're going to give him home. That's umpire's discretion.
They're not going to let both of them score.
No.
And that
Bautista goes back to second.
Now the question is, and that's what Robin is talking to DJ Rayburn about, saying that ball crossed in foul territory.
Now they're going to have a meeting.
Taking a look at it, we get a good shot at it.
That's very, very close play.
Well, Ron Culpa all the way motioning it fair, and the security guard unfortunately grabs it. If he hadn't have grabbed it, I don't believe Rasmus would have scored. Not on the arm of Viciedo, but he did. And let's see what the umpires come up with. Maybe they'll send Rasmus back to third.
No.
Not going to say he did score. They're going to put Bautista at second.
I would say from an umpiring standpoint today, we have caught absolutely the worst of it. All up and down.
And now Robin is yelling out at Ron Culpa
That's close play right there. I mean, really close. Hit that far foul. Meanwhile, it's a 10-7 ball game. And here's Encarnacion.
RBI number 65 for Bautista.
We're causing ourselves, though. We're causing ourselves to do this with the base on balls. We've walked 2 guys this inning. They have both scored. 4 walks today have scored for the Blue Jays. We cannot get out of our own way today.
So far, that is true. But
we still got plenty of time.
4 at-bats to go.
Still got plenty of time. Meanwhile, we just keep adding on to them. Four walks have scored. Wow. He got a cookie right there. Couldn't do anything with it. Come on, Nate. Blow him away. That would have 98 in the count. 2-2. Got another good pitch to hit. And underneath it. It's full. Adam Lind on deck. Third walk of the inning.
Seventh walk of the game.
Indians trying to come back. 2 out, runners at the corners. And that ball game is over. Fernando Rodney picks up the save. Tampa Bay with 3 runs in the top of the 9th. They win it 6-5. Check that 7-6. 0-1 the count. Two on, 1 out, 2 in.
Nate left that one right in the middle of the plate, and Lind just fouled it off.
Tries to Tommy Hawk that one. Feels slightly to the left. And once again, the 0-2.
Nice play by Tyler Flowers as that one almost went to the backstop.
Man has seen a lot of pitches. And that one's hit hard. Another cookie right there. That's going to score one more.
Well, you just can't keep throwing it away from this guy, and that's what we've done in this series, and that's one of the reasons for his resurgence. He was having big struggles this year, and we have consistently stayed away, and he's crushed the ball that way. Look at the location. Takes that ball to the left field, hits off the wall. When we've tried to go in, we can't get it there, so Lynn's having a nice series.
So here's Escobar. Escobar 1 for 3, a single and a run scored. 11-7. Just tuning in. Dylan Axelrod started this game, just didn't have it. Didn't have his control of stuff. With 3 innings. Threw 3 two-run homers. Gave up 7 runs.
Hector Santiago now loosening in the pen.
0-2 to count. Right to the shortstop. They're going to get him. And that's out number 2.
And you might wonder why you go on a play like that. It's a contact play. It's called from the dugout before the play happens, and any type of contact at all, you're going. That time, hit right at Ramirez in the pulled in infield, and you can't outrun that arm.
That'll bring up Kelly Johnson. He's 1 for 2 with a 2-run homer. Takes first pitch strike. That one at 97. We still have 12 big outs. So don't stray far. That's up high. This whole thing started with 1 out, nobody on. Then the walk to Davis. He's still second and third. The walk to Rasmus. And a wild pitch on a 3-2 count. So Davis scores. double by Bautista. Another walk, and then another double. Three and one. Two different zones today. One for them, one for us. No doubt about it. Change up. Out in front, hooks it, and that is going foul. $11 runs on just 9 hits for them. 7 runs on 7 hits for us. Broken bat, get over there. He will. But a crooked number goes up on that board. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th, trailing by 4.
AJ is providing some punch to the Sox lineup. He's the first Sox catcher with 16 or more home runs at the All-Star break since Carlton Fisk did it way back in 1985. This catcher profile is sponsored by Xfinity Home. Xfinity Home offers state-of-the-art features that help you stay connected to your home and family, anytime, anywhere.
Gordon Beckham will start us off against the southpaw Luis Perez. The eyes on deck. And you can hold. High and wide. Gordon 0 for 2 today. We got to come back and win this game.
We can't leave the decision in the hands of the official scorer. Cecil can't win it, so.
That's going foul. Well, it's like sometimes it's like a boxing match. You know, you can't leave the decision up to the official score.
No, we cannot do that in this case.
You got to knock them out.
No better time than the present, with Cleveland already having lost, Detroit already having won. The Tigers red hot heading into the break, and the Indians starting to cool off.
That's a good way to start it, Gordon. Sully's happy. And that'll bring up De Aza. Alejandro's 1 for 2 with a couple of runs scored.
This ball up high. Gordon brings the hands in, gets a good part of the bat on the ball, and his first hit of the day.
Outfield around to the left. They're playing short. Rasmus in center. As there's ball 1. Just tuning in. Jays with 4 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 3 in the sixth. Uh-oh. And a boy. So they only get 1.
You can't run into the tag, regardless of what you do, whether you have to give ground or just plain stop. You can't allow him to tag you and throw to first, and that's what Gordon did. Good heads up base running. He's got the play in front of him, and he realizes he can't beat the ball to Johnson. So he just stops, and by that point, Diaz is able to beat the play at first.
So here's Uke. He's 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored, and that one hit was a big one back in the 5th inning. Helped setting up that 4-run 5th. Checks it up and takes a strike. There's a shot, fair ball down into the corner. Yazan now is going to be waved around. He's going to score on the double by Uke, and it's 11-8. Don't stop now, boys.
28th RBI. He continues his assault in a White Sox uniform. 1 more RBI than innings played for Uke, as he drives that one into the corner. His second hit of the day, 2 for 3. Just another good day, and that one does not get stuck in the padding.
And here's Adam. Adams 0 for 2 with a run scored. Checks it up.
Boy, is there some room on the right side. Just hit it to straightaway second base. You could roll a battalion through there.
2-0 the count. Paulie on deck. Rios in the hole. That one at 95.
Well, he expanded his strike zone there. So anxious was he to get a fastball when he got it. That ball was well up and in.
And the count 3-1. Don't help him out. Zone him in, reel him in, and light him up. Full count. Had a nice pitch. Two down.
Takes a little something off that one as that ball goes breaking away. And it's up to Paulie.
Well, check back and you think back, probably 85 to 90% of the time on a 3-2 count, Adams going to get something off speed.
Yeah, especially with first base open in a situation like this. And he usually gets it, especially from the left hand.
Ball's hit sharply, backhanded by Escobar. But the RBI double by Kevin Youkilis puts one on the board. We'll go to the 7th, trailing by 3.
With the score 11-8 as we head into the top of the 7th inning, it's going to be Hector Santiago coming in. He is the 5th Sox pitcher of the day. The previous 4 have been scored upon. So Hector trying to break the trend.
Hold him right there and we'll get you a win. Omar Vizquel to lead it off. Omar 1 for 3 with a run scored. Takes first pitch strike. Got Matthysse on deck and then Davis in the hole. Yes, he did. And the count 0-2. (11-9-1) for them. 8-9-0 for us. Big difference in this ball game. If you're just joining us, has been the base on balls. We have walked 7. 4 of those have scored. He gone. There's that Scroogey. So here's Matthysse. He's 1 for 3 with a homer, his 5th. Got a hanger. Leading off the 4th inning, and Banged it out of here. Outfield straight up. Spread out. Uke. Even with the bag. Off the line a few steps. Matthysse fakes the bunt, takes a strike.
Euclid was charging hard just in case Matthysse was thinking about bunting instead of just faking one.
1-1. Bottom of the 8th in St. Louis. Marlins leading the Cardinals 4-2. And after this half inning, we will have all the major league scores for you. That's fouled away, and you can join the White Sox mobile group today by texting Ultimate to 244-769. Mobile users get exclusive offers, deals, and contest info. Joining enters you into the drawing for our Ultimate Fan Package, which is where a lucky winner will receive 2 VIP game tickets, an autographed item, and Comiskey cash. Screwball misses. Remember, text Ultimate to 244-769. Payoff. We have had a whole bunch, a slew of 3-2 counts today from our pitchers. And that's fair. Right down the line. So Matthysse picks up a double. That's his 5th 2-bagger.
Big day for him with a home run and a double. That pitch had the inner portion of the plate. Like Tyler Flowers wanted it away, and he rifles it right down the line.
So here's Davis. He's 0 for 2. He's gone out to the left. He struck out. He's walked twice. You know, both times he's walked, he's scored. He also has picked up 2 stolen bases. Now has 22 on the season. Breaking ball inside. Strike evens the count at 1. Now it's 1-2. Nice pick right there by Biggin. 2 down. The ball had a lot of spin on it.
That ball came off the end of the bat, and when it does that, it's going to hop to your left at first base, and Adam stayed right with it, made the play.
And here's Rasmus. He's 2 for 3. A 2-run homer in the first, RBI double in the second. Fly to left in the fourth, and he walked and scored last inning. Nice catch by Tyler.
That one well wide of the plate, and Tyler showing good movement to his left, able to save a run.
Two and 0 the count. And it counts 3-0. Just checking out on our Iron League affiliates. Charlotte in first place by 2 games. They lost yesterday 10-6, but Dan Johnson having himself quite a season down there.
He's leading the league in just about everything offensively.
There's a strike. Leads the league in on-base percentage. Walks 74. Ranks second in RBI 62. Second home runs 21. And another walk. Eight walks, and that'll bring up Matthysse with runners at the corners and 2 out. He's walked twice, scored twice, also has knocked in a run with a double. Takes ball 1. And our former #1 pick, Jared Mitchell, down to Birmingham. 13 doubles, 10 triples, 8 homers, 48 RBIs, 18 for 21 in stolen bases. That's foul back. Two out in the 2-1 pitch. Edwin Encarnacion on deck.
And nobody up in the pen, so it's Santiago against the world.
It's full. Count hangs full, and yet another full count. $27,190 this afternoon, and once again the payoff pitch. And he pops him up. Alexei. And he pitches out of it. 7th inning stretch. It's 11-8 bad guys.
scores in games around Major League Baseball.
There it is as you check out our WGN Sports Tail of the Tape. 11-10-1 for them, 8-9-0 for us. Baseball balls have just absolutely killed us today. Here's Alex. He's had a good day. A 3-run homer in the first inning, RBI double, and a run scored in the 5th. Perez first pitch taken outside. Alex hitting at .316, 12 homers, 49 driven in, along with 18 doubles, 5 triples, and 13 stolen bases. There's the strike.
Blue Jays bullpen up and going once again. A right-hander, just in case. Perez, who has good stuff but occasional control problems, loses the feel for the strike zone.
Well, we got plenty of incentive to win this ball game. They've been trying to come back and come back and come back. There's another strike.
Jason Frazier loosening up in the bullpen. We saw him for an inning yesterday in relief of Romero.
2-2 pitch. And Encarnacion's not going to be able to get there. But if we can come back and win this game, we will go into the All-Star break with a 4-game lead. If we lose it, of course, we'll have the 3-game lead. But I could roll the dice on it.
Well, we will have picked up ground on a tough 6-game road trip, and we will have picked up ground on a tough 6-game homestand. And heading into the break, that's not too bad.
Well, some of the things that we have witnessed through the first half of the season have just been really fun. I mean, we have been in most of the ball games. That ball's hammered. Rasmus going back. He will not be able to get it. It's off the Bacardi at the park sign. So the leadoff double by Rios, and he just continues to hang out line drives all over this ballpark.
He got a hold of a fastball that was up and out of the strike zone. I mean, way out of the strike zone. Look at the Xfinity pitch track. That ball isn't even close to a strike, and yet he's able to get over the top of it and crush it once again over the head of Rasmus in center field. So a promising way to start the 7th inning.
So here's Alexei. He's 1 for 3, a 2-run triple. Takes that outside. Outfield short, swung around to the right, gap out there in left center. Vizquel even with the bag and well off the line at third. And taking a look at this swing by Rios right here. One of the reasons, watch how he keeps the bat in front of his chest. This is something he did not do last year or the year before. That bat would be way around his hands back about that 51. He is so much shorter now and quicker. Now Matthysse out to have a little chit chat with Perez.
Last time up, Alexei rifled the ball in the right field corner. He drove in 2 runs, giving him 44 for the season, getting us a little closer, and he coasts into third base. See what's possible with AT&T U-verse TV and AT&T high-speed internet. Rethink possible.
All speed, way out in front, and the count 1-2. Yeah, that made it an 8-7 ball game, and he was standing on third with just 1 down. Cues that one. Come on, Alexei. Get a bristle up right here, buddy. Two and two. Viciedo on deck. And that's a chop foul over our dugout. Chopper. Escobar cannot make a play. Everybody's safe. That'll be a base hit. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Even if Escobar comes up with it cleanly, it's going to be very difficult. And apparently, we've got an injury. That injury to Perez, it looks like. He cannot get the handle on it, and then they're going to the bullpen. So whatever it is, he felt something in his arm. John Farrell pointed right to the bullpen. That's going to be it for Perez, and we just wish him well. And watch him right there. Something just popped in his arm, undoubtedly, because he just turned around and knew that that was probably going to be the last pitch he was going to throw today.
All right, so hopefully he will be all right. Never a good sign. Never a good sign. So he departs and will be back. At 4-0 before they came to bat in the first inning, and they trailed it 7-4, 7-3, 11-7. And here we got men on first and third, nobody out.
And we've out-hit the Blue Jays to this point. It's just been the walks. We've been very generous today in that department. So Jason Frazier comes into this one, and he's facing the tying run. We keep battling back. Still have plenty of time to go. Nobody out here in the 7th. There you look at the numbers. He's on for the 39th time. The ERA in the high 3s.
And Tank is 2 for 3. A single and a double. Takes ball 1.
We saw Frazier yesterday. Pitched an inning, struck out 1. It was a perfect inning, the 7th in relief of Ricky Romero.
It's been terrible today. It really has. I mean, it's just. That's all you can say. That's into left field. Davis. Here's the throw to the plate. He's safe. 11-9 game.
Good throw by Davis. Just misses him at the plate. It couldn't have been cut off. Alexi did tag up, but Rios beats the throw. And we get a little closer.
So AJ is going to hit the flowers. Tyler was 0 for 3 today. $11, 10, and 1 for them. 9, 11, and 0 for us. We've still got 8 outs left.
Just the 5th pinch hitting appearance for AJ so far. He plays most every day. He hasn't had much of an opportunity to do it.
Takes ball 1.
Looking for his first pinch hit of the year. They've got a shift on him also, with Escobar right up the middle. And Vizquel well off the line at third.
Count evens. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 7th, 1 in.
Last 40 games, RBIs and runs scored, 54 of them in 40 games. Pretty productive.
Well, he should be going to Kansas City after this ball game is what he should be doing. But he's not. Two and 1 to count.
Joe McEwing going through his set of signs. Reminding Alexi there is 1 out. Make the line drive go through.
Outfield straight up. And the count 3 and 1.
That's a ball.
Now's the ball.
He never hesitated. That had to be it. He didn't give him the 1 second pause. watch it here. No, he never came to the set position. And DJ Rayburn called it right away.
Pick him up, AJ. And now the count 3-1.
Gordon in the on-deck circle, singled and scored a run last inning. And now they're going to walk AJ.
Interesting.
How about that? You walk the tying run on in the 7th. Let's see if Gordon can make him pay.
And Diaz on deck. Gordon's 1 for 3. He started off last inning with a sharp single to left field. That's a souvenir right side. Boy, there's a nice gap out there in left center. Hit it right at. He can hit it right at Carlton Fisk.
Rasmus is very shallow. He swung around toward right center. Rajay Davis is way off the line in left field, taking away the left center field gap.
Breaking ball. Now you got to cinch it up and hunker down, young man. 0-2 the count. Ramirez at second, Pierzynski at first.
Darren Oliver once again. We saw him for an inning yesterday. A perfect 8th.
Two down.
See where Matthysse wants it. That ball had the plate. Perfect pitcher's pitch. And Gordon can't pull the trigger.
Diaz. 1 for 3 with 3 runs scored in this ball game. He doubled the lead off the bottom of the first. Scored. Hit by a pitch in the 5th. Scored. Hit in the fielder's choice last inning. Scored. Oh, 1-1 the count. Euclid on deck. Come on, Alejandro, get on for you. Got a 53-footer.
That was a very good stop by Matthysse, because that could have easily sent both runners up 90 feet. This ball way in front of the plate. Matthysse moves out, has it hit right off the chest protector, deadens it enough so that no advancement on the runners.
One and two. Had a good pitch to hit right there and just couldn't square it up. Count evens. Right here, Alejandro. We pick up one. We'll go to the 8th, trailing by 2.
So AJ has an abbreviated day off, an intentional walk, and now he is back behind the plate. And Santiago in his 2nd inning of work.
First pitch strike. Encarnacion. They had a 2-run homer in the first. They had 2 2-run homers in the first inning, if you're just joining us. Dylan Axelrod walked the leadoff hitter Davis. Rassman hit a 2-run homer. Then he walked Matthysse, and then Encarnacion hit a 2-run homer. Change up, foul back. And that's into short right field, but we got a man there. So 1 out. So here's Adam Lynn. Takes a strike. Lynn 1 for 4, an RBI double. Just joining us, they have 4 home runs. We have 1. As I mentioned, those 2 2-run homers in the first inning by Rasmus and Encarnacion. Then in the 3rd inning, a 2-run homer by Kelly Johnson. Then in the 4th inning, solo shot by Jeff Matthysse. 2-1. And it's full. How many full counts have we had today? Our pitching staff.
Seemed like 20 of them.
Seems like about 3 hours worth.
It's been all that and more. There's another one.
Nine walks. That's the difference in the ball game. They have scored 4 times. Walks have cost them play 4 times. And here's Escobar. He's 1 for 3. Check that, 1 for 4. Single back in the 3rd and scored. That's softly hit into center field. Diaza, can of corn. 2 out. And here comes Kelly Johnson. The 2-run homer he hit back in the 3rd, his 10th of the season. He now has 37 RBIs. Blue Jays with 4 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 3 in the 6th. Our Sox 3 in the 1st, 4 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th. A ball to strike to the 30-year-old infielder. Gap out there, big gap in right center. Two out, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another full count. And the payoff. Broken bat, get over there. And that'll retire the side. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. We need 2 to tie.
Audio setting and is provided by 97.5 FM ESPN Deportes, Chicago's first and only FM Spanish language sports radio station. So Darren Oliver comes in the game. He's 2-2, a fine ERA, below 1.5 on for the 36th time. Opponents are hitting just 193, and he's got to go right through the heart of the order in order to get out of this 8th inning.
Well, he is used to this scenario. As here's Uke. Uke is 2 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. Fouls that one back. And we understand some good news. Bob Bechtel, head of our PR, is just announcing that Jake Peavy is going to Kansas City in place of C.J. Wilson. Yes. So,
well deserved.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Congratulations. And now we got 4 of them.
Well, we both know one thing, Steve. That's nice pick right there by Encarnacion. Safe. Hopefully Uke's okay. He jumped into the bag.
And Will goes a base hit. And Oliver a little tardy. This is a little flip to him. And he's safe. Oliver didn't get his footwork righted. He couldn't grab the bag in time, and Uke, with his foot up, gets the bag before the tag or before he hits the bag. Right there, he's up in the air. Uke's foot's on the bag. Good call by Jim Wolf.
So here is Adam. Takes first pitch strike. He's 0 for 3 today with an RBI. Now has 25 homers, 61 driven in. I was just getting ready to say, you and I both know in baseball, numbers can be so misleading, it's unbelievable.
Well, 7-5 could have easily been 10-2. Could have had the same record as Chris Sale, but he went a 4-game stretch. He was given just 2 runs and lost all 4 of them.
2-1 the count. Paulie on deck.
And
no man aboard.
Nobody in the bullpen, so this is Oliver's inning.
High. Rajay Davis got time, got room. No, he just didn't get there. And Adams still alive. That's a tough play for Rajay as far as he had to go getting near that wall.
And he never saw the ball. If you could see it, what he was doing was he was looking right at the wall when the ball came down. He put his glove up where he thought the ball would be, then making sure that he lived to fight another day.
Yeah, that's...
Never saw it. That's not unusual. That's self-preservation.
That's a tough play. We have had a wide, if you're just tuning in, we have had an extremely wide plate today for our hitters.
Well, Adam can't believe it. He thought that ball was off the plate, so that's going to be it for Oliver. Facing the tying run, he's going to take him down, go to the bullpen, and we'll be back after these messages. The setup man almost his entire career now uses the closer with Sergio Santos out with a bad shoulder. He's 1-1, ERA 2.5, on for the 33rd time. You can see 11 of 12 in save situations. Here is another one, although he's got to cover 5 outs, so a long way to go to get it.
Paulie's due. He is 0 for 3. He has walked and he has scored. This is one of the biggest strike zones we have seen for our hitters all year long. Today.
Calling that, well, that one was out 3 inches wider than the first pitch.
Well, he took the bat out of Alex Rios' hand in a crucial situation earlier, put him in the 0-2 hole so fast.
Take a look at where number 2 shows up on the Xfinity pitch track.
I mean, he's been bad. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. We've had 9 walks. They've had 4.
Jansen probably felt, look, I went out there twice. Well, a little further, see where it extends to.
Why not? I mean, you know, that's you crazy if you don't. If it's high enough or low enough, he's calling it a strike against our guys.
That was Jansen's best pitch, and that's the curveball.
Tough hit with one strike.
Is that? And our 4 drives of the game was almost the entire afternoon of Alex Rios. 3-run homer in the first, RBI double in the 5th, and a ringing double to lead off the 7th. He scored a run. What a day for Alex Rios.
Hopefully he's not done yet. This is almost a joke.
Take a look at Mathysse' glove. He catches it with the glove down. He yanks it back up into the zone and gets the call.
Well, if it had been the same thing for both sides, it'd be okay. It hadn't been. It's been one-sided.
And Robin is irate.
They have had a different strike zone today than we have. There's a residual. You got to swing the bat. Anything coming up there.
Be a good inning to score a couple. The shadows are starting to creep across home plate. Going to make it very difficult for the hitters coming up.
Well, if he throws a strike, he's nuts. He doesn't have to.
That's where all the pitches have been to Rios. And yet it's a 2-2 count.
High in the center field. It's tough to hit with one strike, as Paulie and Rios has seen a couple times today. 0-1 the count on Omar Vizquel, who just shattered his bat on the first pitch. 11-10-1 for their guys, 9-12-0 for our guys. Vizquel 1 for 4. And we got a man there. 1 down. And fans, this is your chance to win an Alexi Ramirez autographed jersey and tell the White Sox what you think. Simply log on to your computer and take a quick survey. Your answers are confidential. Visit whitesox.com/survey. You must complete the survey before the end of the game. We should have read this, I guess, a lot earlier.
Yes, I would think so.
So hurry up.
You better finish that survey.
Yeah, that something's wrong with this picture. And now Robin has been thrown out.
Well, you got to figure that he's at the point now where he can't believe that we're not getting the same pitches that they're getting.
We've had 2 different strike zones today. One for them, one for us.
This is as hot as Robin's been all year.
It's been brutal. There's no question about it. Robin, good for you, buddy. Good for you.
Well, there's a pitch that wasn't called. And now Robin's telling him, been a strike on us all day.
That ball into right center field. Two down. That's the hottest Robin has been all year long right there.
And justifiably so.
Here's Davis.
Well, that got him. Got him on the hop, and he just keeps hopping to first base.
Right, Jay. He got it in the hand earlier.
Yeah, it's not...
He got it in the foot.
Well, usually what happens after that is he tries to steal a base.
Oh, he's got a little gamesmanship in it.
Oh, yeah. Right off the toe. he'll just hop on to first base.
Oh, I'm not laughing at him. I'm laughing with him.
Oh, yeah.
Been there and done that. Maybe with not as much flair as he did. Rasmus takes a strike. For our guys, Alexei, Tank, AJ, Beckham, then back to the top of the order.
They will be hitting in the shadows. Bullpen up and going for the Blue Jays.
Well, I tell you, for the first half being over, actually a little more than that, the one thing, there have been many things that impressed me about our ball club. But the one thing that stood out to me more than anything else has been Robin Ventura.
I would say best described as a steady hand at the helm the whole first half of the season.
Delayed steal. He's going to get there.
You know, when you get hit, you just want to steal second base. That's the third stolen base of the day for Davis. 23rd this year. That throw well off the mark. And no chance.
Well, if he didn't throw it off the mark, he was going to be in the center field because nobody was there. But Robin has been he's been what I think all of us thought he was going to be, even more so. He's exhibited an incredible amount of patience as that pitch is fouled back. This is the best fundamental baseball our team has played in a long time.
Well, they have done that. They haven't had many opportunities to get the bunt down, but when they were asked to, they did. They've hit over 95% of the cutoff man and made good relay throws when forced to do that.
He gone. We'll go to the bottom of the ninth. Let's win this thing. Subscribe to MLB.tv today to see every White Sox out-of-market game live online and on your favorite devices in HD quality. Visit WhiteSox.com. Let's go, boys. Alexei will lead it off. Alexei is 2 for 4 with a 2-run triple. Takes first pitch strike.
It's tough visibility, but they've got to battle that. Try to plate at least a pair.
And the count 0-2. Checks it up, fouls it off. Cardinals came back to defeat the Marlins 5-4.
Blew a 2-run lead in the 9th inning. Heath Bell gave it up once again.
There's a little shank. Yeah. Doug Snort. Mercy. Hold up.
Yeah, he's dead at second base if he decides to go. Fine play by Bautista. And 2 runs down. As Bautista found out yesterday, you don't get adventuresome. Alexei with an inside-out swing. Drops it just inside the line. And a chance.
So here's Tank. 2 for 3 with a sacrifice fly. Chops that one foul.
AJ's 2 for 4 lifetime against Jansen. He's in the on-deck circle. Coming out of pinch hit, only to be walked intentionally in the 7th inning.
And Tank with an 0-2 count. 11-9 Toronto here. Bottom of the 9th inning. And now 1 out. Beckham on deck. Come on, AJ, one time, buddy. Give him a thrill.
AJ, you can do it.
And there's a broken bat. And that's out number 2. So we're down to our last out. Gordon's 1 for 4. How to play right side. Now we're down to our last bullet. One and 2 the count. Well, regardless of what happens here, we have had a wonderful homestand. We have had a wonderful first half. The worst we can do is go into the All-Star game with a 3-game lead. And I'll tell you one thing right now. If you'd have said this on April 1st, would you have taken it?
You wouldn't have played any games. You just fast forward to the All-Star break and say, okay, we're 3 up, and now we'll start from here.
Fast forward to July 9th.
That's it.
2 and 2. A lot of good things. Great outfield play. Great infield play. Our youngsters have been terrific. Coaching staff has just been outstanding. McEwing at third. Mark Parent, a bench coach. No negatives. No negatives. And that keeps it going. Attaboy. Gordon Sully's happy. And here comes Diazza.
Gordon, once again, it looks like a carbon copy of the base hit in the 7th inning. Gets a fastball in, pulls his hands in, gets a good part of the bat on the ball, and it brings the winning run to the plate, which in the 9th inning is pretty much all you can ask for.
After what we've seen today, you better believe it. And that's out of play. 0-1. Our guys just won't quit. That's another thing that we have seen from them. In the last 85 ball games, they will not pack it in.
Well, Matthysse is almost on the track in right field. The outfield very deep.
As they should be.
Unculpa said he swung.
Oh, and 2. This ball game is over. Stoney, it has been indeed a wonderful thing to watch this first half.
Well, it has that, and this homestand at 5-1, knowing when we came home that we had problems winning at U.S. Cellular Field. 2 tough teams coming in. You sweep Texas, you take 2 of 3 from Toronto. And so things end very well with a 3-game lead against Cleveland. Take the 4 days off, get your guys rested, and then come back into a very long road trip. But it's been an entertaining and a very successful first half of this season.
And we'll be back.